What's going on YouTube? I am back with another video, and in this one we're going to be showing you everything that I picked up at the Louisville card show this weekend. So I am recording this video on Monday. The show was this past Saturday, so it's been a couple days. Just wanted to talk a little bit more about the show and show you guys the pickups. I did take $250 cash with me. I spent every bit of that. So I'm going to show you guys what $250 will get you at a sports card show in 2024. And you guys can let me know down below in the comments how you think I did. I would love to know. So if you guys did see that video, I guess I should say if you didn't see that video, make sure to go check that out. You guys can kind of take a look at the show, and I do show video of me picking up some of these cards. And then I did also do a box battle of some select WNBA. Turned out to actually be a pretty good box battle, and select WNBA, these blasters seem to be fairly loaded. The guy that sold them only had two. I bought one, and then my buddy Sam bought one, and we both actually did pretty good. So I'll definitely be looking for some more of those in the future. And then also, if you did see that video, you saw that I got cashed out by Key Cards. So I recently got back a pretty decent sized PSA submission, and he picked up most of that submission, and that did allow me to basically cover the grading costs. And then I got to keep some of these cooler cards basically for free. So I'm keeping the Emma Navarro, the Tommy Paul, and then the Elena Rybakina. So I just wanted to show those briefly. I will have another video coming soon about that, like the cost and the breakdown of the return on that submission. So that'll be coming in a few days. If you guys are interested in that, you guys can see how much that entire submission costs and then the return. And then, I showed you guys what I got to keep basically for free. So that all worked out. Was very happy about that. Show was a really good turnout. I think last month's show was a little bit down. There were a couple rows that were empty that were typically full. This one seemed to have a few more dealers, and there were so I think I ended up picking up 7 or 8 cards total. And I actually tried to make a couple other deals. So again, if you guys saw the video, you know what I'm talking about. There were a couple deals I tried to make, in particular a Wembanyama Phoenix card. I think it was Instant Rising or something like that. It was some insert, and so I did pick up a Wemby Jam Masters, but I tried to also pick that one up, and he wouldn't really budge too much on the price. And typically I was just going to pick it up because I know Phoenix football actually grades really well, and that was kind of my game plan, was looking for cards that I could send to PSA. But let me actually show this, the Jam Masters. So I did go ahead and pick this one up, and I was just going to pick up the Phoenix because typically they do grade well. I decided to look at it because he didn't really want to come down to the price that they're actually currently going for. And sure enough, it did actually have a dimple that I could see, so probably wouldn't be a grading candidate, so I decided to pass on that. I did go ahead and pick up the Wemby Jam Masters though, and unfortunately I don't think this one's going to be a grading candidate either. This one did have some like surface scuffs and stuff, so not going to grade that one. So typically when I do these, I haven't evaluated them yet. I did look at these, so held some out. Some I do think are good to go for grading. This is one that I did hold out. And then there was another deal with a dealer I tried to make for another Wemby out of, I think it was Mosaic, and then also a Bijan Robinson Optic Hollow. So that clip was included in the video as well. And he said his price on the Bijan was 10. Excuse me, and then the Wemby was 30. And I can't remember the price I offered him, but he wanted me, for the price that I wanted to get him at, he wanted me to take 2 other Wemby cards, which was kind of weird. I didn't really want the other 2, so I was like, no, I'll pass on that. And he wanted $5 extra, and I was like, okay, let me check the Bijan, because I didn't check it. I was just going to pay the 10 on the Optic Hollow. Ended up checking it. That card's literally doing like $2 or $3, and then a PSA 10 did 20. So I was like, all right, I'm just gonna pass. So yeah, a couple of guys probably should have just taken my money, but they wanted like an extra $5. Didn't work out in their favor. So I'm kind of happy that those deals didn't actually, work out, because I was just kind of trusting their word. And if I had picked those up, you know, wouldn't have been good for me. But anyway, we did pick up the Steph Curry Optic Choice. This one's numbered at 88. I picked this one up because I thought the centering looked really good. I didn't really see anything too major when I looked at it. However, it does have like a very small, it's not like a dimple, or it's some type of surface issue, like an indent almost, kind of, but very, very small. But I don't think that one would get a 10. So we're gonna hold that one out. And some of these cards that I am holding out, probably I'm kind of debating on doing like some stocking stuffer packs on Black Friday. So they'll be pretty low end, maybe 20, 30 bucks, somewhere in there. And some of this stuff that I held out will probably go in there. Still very nice cards. You know, the Steph's like 20, 25 bucks. This is like a $30, $40 card. Unfortunately, I can't remember. I think there was a print line on the back. And then again, another just very small issue, but on these like lower end cards, you really have to get 10s. So I didn't really want to risk it. Oh, actually, I remember on this one, it had like a soft corner. That's what it was. So print line on the back, soft corner up top. So I decided to hold this one out. But still, I mean, you know, again, like a $30, $35 card. So still a nice one. So yeah, thinking about holding some of these out for like stocking stuffer packs. So if anyone's interested in those, stay tuned. But also decided to hold out this CJ Stroud out of Contenders. Again, another soft corner. Honestly, thought it looked really good. Center looked good. Nothing wrong with the surface. And then I got to the corner. I think it was on the back maybe, or I can't remember. I think it was up here. It had a soft corner, so not, you know, just not worth the risk. Now this one, I say it's not worth the risk. This one I am actually going to take a risk. This one does have a very faint print line going through the middle, but I think this one's a little bit different just because it has that seismic pattern. It's almost like kind of not part of it, but it's hard to avoid on this type of card. So I'm gonna give this one a shot. Very faint, and that was really the only thing I saw on the Brandon Miller. This one's out of Mosaic, numbered to 299. So I am gonna give that one a shot. I thought that one was, you know, hopefully worth it, and you know, with that very faint print line. And then this one, we got the Vince Carter Topps Chrome Auto, numbered to 50. And actually, I thought I was getting a really good deal on this one, because I think he originally said like 75 or 80 bucks on this. So this one's out of Sapphire, and I looked up just the normal gold. For whatever reason, I don't know why, but the normal gold that's not the Sapphire does like double the price, like, you know, well over 100. So I actually thought I was getting a really good deal on this, but turns out that's pretty much what they go for. But you know, I'm happy with this. I'll take it. Vince Carter, he's one of my all-time favorite players. So super clean auto, all, you know, on sticker. So really nice one there. I'll take that. Happy with that. And then picked up the Aiden O'Connell. Kind of had trouble finding comps on this. The price was marked at 40, and I actually have since found some like comparable comps. Had to go off some Aiden O'Connell absolute autos that were different numbering. So I think 40 was probably pretty accurate on this one. The only one I found was like back in August that sold for like 200 bucks or best offer. But there were some other ones that I found, you know, since I came home that were numbered to like 25 or 50 that were, you know, around like that $25, $30 range. So one number to 15, $40 probably fairly accurate on that. So I did think it looked pretty clean though. So we're going to try to grade that one, see what happens. And then the other two cards that I thought actually looked good did come from the Select WNBA Blaster. So I picked up real quick, I picked up the Aiden O'Connell and the Select Blaster for a total, I want to say for 80. So he had this marked at 45, this marked at 40. I got 5 off, I believe. Again, I think I got those for 80. And then ended up pulling the Caitlin Clark base, which does like 45, 50 bucks. So this card alone paid for the Blaster, which was very nice. And I do think it looked pretty clean. The only thing I think might be a little bit off is top to bottom centering. If you look at the Kate Martin, you can tell the centering up here is a little bit thicker than this one. So I think the border on top is a little thinner than it should be. So we'll see what happens there. Hopefully that can still pull the 10. Left to right looks good, and surface, corners, everything else looks good. Centering maybe just a little bit off. And then I thought the Kate Martin looked really good. Centering good on that one. No issues on surface or anything. And this one is numbered to $3.99. As a raw card, this one is probably like a $20-$25 value. So thought that might be worth, sending in. So ended up with 5 total cards to grade. Not, really what I was hoping for. Was hoping for probably closer to like 10, but did end up having to hold out 4. So again, that is what $250 will get you at a show in 2024. So let me know how I did down below in the comments. Would love to know. And I actually do plan on going this coming weekend to the Eastgate Mall Show in Cincinnati. So stay tuned for another show coming very soon. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. I almost forgot real quick. Let me pick out a card for this video's giveaway. I almost forgot. I am going to have to pause it because I don't have one ready. So let me find that and then I'll come right back with the giveaway. All right, guys, and we're back. So since I opened a select WNBA blaster at the show, I figured I'd give away a couple cards from that blaster. So we do have a Cam Brink base card. No idea what these are going for. If the Caitlin Clark's doing like 50, that honestly might be like a $10 card. Really don't know. And then we're also gonna give away the Pink Ice Skylar Diggins-Smith. Honestly, that might be a decent one as well. I have no idea. Didn't check comps on these, but those could be like 5 or 10 a piece. So hopefully a decent giveaway. As always, guys, if you are interested, be a subscriber, like the video, leave a comment. You are in. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this one up. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I will see you soon.